Hey there, it's Kim Saracen, the Queen of Hearts, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to be the best girlfriend ever. How exciting, right? Because here's the thing, as women, we have a laundry list of needs, wants, and desires that we expect from men. And believe me, that's good. In fact, at the core of my teachings is for a woman to be always constantly tuned in to those millions of needs that we have and to be sharing that with men. I'm all for that. However, we need to balance that out. If we have all these needs of men, it's often we don't stop to consider, how we're showing up and what we're bringing to the table when we're in a relationship with a man. So I want to get clear on some things that are going to really make you stand out and just have a guy really be even more attracted to you and really help you create a relationship that lasts a lifetime that's fulfilling for both of you. So I just have a few tips here. The first one is, and I want to start here because it's really important, is to absolutely love your looks. So, what I see happen in relationships, as soon as a woman gets comfortable, sometimes she's doubting herself and she'll ask questions like, do I look fat, in these pants? I'm just not feeling very good about myself. Is my hair too short? Basically, sending the message of doubting your looks. The reason that this is just a horrible thing to do is because you're sending the message to a guy that you're doubting your looks, and you're basically saying, hey, you've chosen a pretty loser girlfriend. That's what that's sending to him. I know it's coming from a place of you feeling insecure about yourself, and maybe what you're really wanting is just some attention and reassurance. That is not the way to go about it, by kind of in this passive aggressive way of or roundabout way of trying to extract a compliment from him. If you want a compliment, then just be straight with him. It's like, oh, I'd love a compliment right now. Can you tell me how pretty I am? That is a way more empowering and fun way to go about it than, do I look fat in these pants? I'm sure you'll agree with me here. Okay, next thing is clarity, and I've kind of touched on that a little bit. If you don't want to put a guy in the position of having to put on a mining hat and dig around to figure out what it is that you need and want. You must be super clear and give guys direction. You can't do it again in this passive way where you're dropping hints and innuendos. Now, I know this is a habit that so many women have when we don't feel confident enough to ask for what we want, or we feel like we're asking for a really big thing, like a trip to Paris or something like that. And so usually how we go about it is, let's say we want a trip to Paris, we'll leave a magazine on Paris on the coffee table and just assume that he, absorbs that thought and knows to ask you, would you like to go to Paris? Men cannot read our minds. That is not the way to go about it. You just want to be direct, and it's going to be either yes or no. And, if you ask in a way that feels really fun and it's going to be a big win for him, 99% of the time the guy's going to say yes. Okay, so that was my other thing, clarity. Uh, Next thing is avoid criticizing him. And this one is a biggie. Whenever we want to change a guy or shift a habit that he has, the first thing that we start doing is criticizing him for it. Now, what this does is make him feel like he's losing, like he's not winning with you. And when a guy feels like that, he's not inspired to change. He's not at all. it's not going to shift anything. In fact, it's going to do is shut him down, and he's not going to shift or change the habit or the clothing or whatever it is that you're wanting to change. So the way to go about it is to simply be fun about it, because that's actually, little secret. The more fun you are, the more you can steer a man in the direction that you want him to go. So instead of yelling or creating an argument or asking for things like kind of with a crowbar behind your back, just be direct with him and do it in a fun way. So it could be, I love how you leave your socks all over the floor. What a pretty piece of art you've created. Just being fun with him, and he'll get the hint. He will. That's one hint that he will get when you're being fun, and that's how you steer a guy. So hopefully these tips helped. If you want to hear more or read free articles, absolutely go to my website, attractyourking.com, and I've got more great tips there. Okay, have a beautiful, beautiful day, and wishing you so much soulmate success. Okay, bye for now.